interesting table. Let us use the recent news. The Biden administration has said it opposes the unilateral moves by Israel that could hamper efforts to negotiate a two-state solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, including settlements, expansion, and annexation. No, this situation, unfortunately. So let us see what the Torah says about this situation. So it is amazing phenomenon which I never saw, that words with so many letters appears, and also they are significant. So what you have in black, you have here Edom and Ishmael. Edom is Europe, and the states as Edom, very much. And Ishmael, we know the Arabs. So once in the Torah it appears here with additional verse. So what are the additional verse? The first one is such a situation, our rabbis tell us that before the time of the Messiah, Israel will be in kind of an exile by the Arabs, Ishmael and Edom, both of them together. Very famous, if you followed my YouTube, about the statutes which Daniel interprets to Nebuchadnezzar, that the hills were mixed with iron and clay together, and according to commentators, explaining that before the time of the Messiah, it will be like partnership between Europe, like we have here today, what we have, Germany, all those who were against Israel, yeah, Europe, right, European Union, Germany, Britain, other nations, and definitely the states. So these are basically under Edom. So this is the situation today, that Israel are in exile. This is what is written Kabbalistically. What do you mean in exile? They don't have independence. They cannot do what they want to do, because up till now they could not build really settlements and so on. So this is the situation. So here what you have here, the word in green is Galut, and which kind of exile of Ishmael, but also definitely they are under the mixed multitude, Erev Rav. This is the leftists, yeah, which definitely, according to the Vilna Gaon, the leftists, Erev Rav, mixed multitude, they are joining this partnership between Edom, Europe, and the Arabs. Like you said, Lapid, for example, got his power for the government from the Arabs. And now also, definitely with America and so on, definitely pushing against the right-wing people. So what we have here, as we said again, Edom Ishmael, mixed multitude, leftists in red flatties, and then you have Biden, Israel between Biden and Arsot Abrit, parallel. It is very interesting, parallel significant. And this is definitely Biden and the administration of the state, and parallel partners, the PLO, which is Abu Mazen, definitely, which Biden likes very much. So definitely the situation for Israel is very, very severe one. Even the Eastern country, because those parties which join Israel government are Islam. But we believe, we believe in the Torah, that Israel belongs to us. God promised Abraham the land of Israel, but he gave conditions. He said to him, in Brit Tishmar, if you keep the Shabbos, if you keep the Torah, but if not, so you see what is written there. Im lo tishma, if you will not listen to me, he will go with me carrying in his expression that not in the right way, not in the right ways, and he will go with me in a wrong ways, yeah, and then satir, so there were a lot of troubles, a lot of torture, like we see the terror text endless. And here we have the heavenly angel Lilith, which is in charge of lust, and she is really, she gives the part to the Arabs, and this is unfortunately, a result of sins, because there's some modesty, man and wife, a woman properly living, according to the Torah. So this is what brings this situation. It is amazing, but it's really unbelievable to have such long sentence, Israel, Edom, and exactly the situation today, that in exile, this is exactly the expression of the Kabbalists. Rab Chaim Vital says that before the coming of Messiah, Israel will be in the exile of Ishmael. I mean, they don't have independence, they have to do what the Arabs want and what Biden wants, and they will not be able to build settlements, they will not be their own land. God promised the land, clearly in the Torah. Anybody will live in the Old Testament, but what we can do, Jews don't give the Torah, don't keep the Torah, don't keep the Shabbos. They are against Orthodox, against people who are studying Torah. And this is exactly what is happening, unfortunately, So, the only solution is to keep the Torah. And then they can say, look, we are keeping the Torah, so the Torah says the land belong to us, right? But unfortunately, you have now leftists, people don't believe in Torah, so they think Israel are conquerors. Fighting this situation without Torah is no right for Israel to have the land. This is what they say. And we see clearly how it comes up very strongly. So what we should do? We should do tshuva, repent and keep the Torah, keep the Shabbos, purity of life, men and women, and then, only then we can claim that the land God gave to us. Because written that God gave to us, it is a famous story that when Jews, Israelis, were protesting, made demonstration in front of the Egyptian ambassador, right? And they said, look, the Torah says like this, that Israel belongs to us, and so on. So the ambassador said, yes, very nice. Do you keep the Torah? Do you live in the Torah? You don't keep Shabbos. You don't keep lots of the Torah. What you come to me with the Torah? And Israel really said, this Israel is not about to say. So what we can do? We can do tshuva. Basically, in this place, I didn't go into it, but there are also clear indications, positive ones. Israel will keep the Torah. So we have Bnei Yosef, so we'll have sons of Joseph, the Messiah, there's the way for Messiah, son of David. But this is only if people keep the Torah. It's a very interesting and significant table. And if you followed my YouTubes, so when Biden was elected, he said, Israel have to worry now. It's not Donald Trump, it's Biden. So everything came true. So, this is, we have the Torah. The Torah was a blueprint of creation. And everything is the Torah. I said, Rabbeinu, that 800 Rabbeinu Bachi already showed that in Bible code exact time, the first verse of the moon, second. So, and I brought many tables, many YouTubes, clearly showing that what is going on in the Torah was a blueprint of creation. So, important and significant table, no doubt. And with this difficult situation, very difficult situation for Israel, because they are dependent now on America, on the state, So, interesting, as I said, Bible code table, which really I myself was amazed to have Ishmael and Edom together, but apparently it must be an important message that the Torah wants to give us, and this way I can both of them together. And this fits exactly with the dream of Nebuchadnezzar, right? That was the whole history from the beginning, from the golden head, which is Babylon, going down to the silver, Persia, then copper, Greeks, and then going to the iron, Edom, and then right to the hills. Now we are the hill of the Messiah. Combination, clay and iron together. Clay are the Arabs who live in desert, and iron is Europe, Edom, the state. And this is exactly, but what is the end of the dream? That a stone came from the mountain and broke all this set you into pieces. No, you have to wait for it. So because this is really the happy end of this story, which really refers to the prophecy which says that Aya Bet Yaakov Esh, that the house of Jacob will be fire, Bet Yosef Le'ava, and the house of Joseph will be flame, and Esau, Edom, will be straw, will be burned. This is what the prophecy says. But apparently for this we have still to keep the Torah. So interesting and important and significant table for our time.